Now imagine having a personal driver right at your fingertips when you need one. That is the vision of our guest today, Mr. Rajarshi Nag. A man is the maker of his own destiny. Welcome to the show, sir.
In other metro cities also, the parking issue is the biggest thing.
So we recently saw that you met Amit Jain, the co-founder of 𝗖𝗘𝗢 𝗖cie. Okay, so is there any collaboration or like a tie-up that we are seeing to?
If you're coming from a business background, or like your dinner table discussion is something on the business.
So the main issue that revolves around in Indian household as well is that driver the तेल लेके भाग जाएगा, that's really कर दिया.
Rent order of count is very important in this मतलब sector. B2C is massive. B2C is massive. I'm just going to say that only maximum business problem comes when the co-founders have like different point of views. Okay.
If not 1 crore cash sitting idle with you and you hadn't started any other business yet, what would be that one industry you tap into, that one business which you'd start?
So basically, I am very much interested on basic.
Hello everyone, I'm 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗃.
And I'm Riya Chandra.
So welcome to Seed Stories, the podcast where we dive into the stories and the journeys of young entrepreneurs and the initiative and the innovative startups that they are building. So this is our second episode, and we are excited to continue sharing these initiatives as a part of the initiative by the Entrepreneurship Development Center, our incubation center of St. Xavier's College, Autonomous Kolkata.
Imagine wrapping up a long and exhausting day at work. All you want to do is go home and relax. But guess what? Here is where the real battle begins. You need to drive your car, you need to find a parking spot for that, and on top of everything, there is the endless honking. Isn't that very tiresome? Now imagine having a personal driver right at your fingertips when you need one. That is the vision of our guest today, Mr. Rajarshi Nag. He is the CEO and co-founder of 𝗥𝗷𝗿𝗀. He has a background in engineering and an MBA in marketing. So he believes in perseverance, dedication, and resilience, which is very well reflected in his mantra. A man is the maker of his own destiny. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us, Rajashri. So basically, let's start with the very core foundation of drivers for me. So now, how did you tap into this market? When one starts up like a startup, so there is a problem solution that you're looking for, right? So what did you do for your how do you start with it?
Okay, so basically, I'm telling you how we started 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. So basically, I'm very happy to you guys are doing this. Really, thanks to all of your team, all of your core members and other members and the teachers, those who are supporting you guys. Really appreciate it. So now, like say, we started in our college days. So in our third year finance and coming from a bidding background, so we have 4 years. So I think you guys completing 3 years only. So basically, in our third year finance semester, one of my friend faced an issue. While in time of examination, though he take drivers from the local driver centers, okay, and the drivers are take him to the our college for the examination. So that day his driver didn't turn up on time, and he delayed by something around 40 minutes, and our college was a bit strict, so they didn't allow him to sit for the examination. For that, you can understand the third year final semester means after that you have to sit for the graduation, right? Placement. So he's missed the placements and also there is a big problem for his life also. So from that instance, I along with another friend Parmat, so we planned something. Let's do this thing. So it's coming from a real life problem fully. So that's the answer basically short.
So basically, in your college days, you really face this problem, and that's why you come up with this idea.
Right. So basically, the thing is something like that. That is a trigger point when one of your very close friend missed his exam and all. So then we were finding, is it a legit issue? Or it's a normally once a while issue. Then we did many surveys. Like we have, I still remember we made a sheet with questions. We went through the many like our teachers, those who have their cards, many buccaneers, their persons are parking their cars and all. So we asked them multiple type of questions. Do you face this type of issues? What is the issue? Do you have your own like driver in place? If you won't have, what is the issue? Why you won't have any driver? Maximum time people are saying this is very costly. It doesn't make any sense for me to take a driver for 16 to 17,000 per month when I'm using my car only for 4 to 5 days. Doesn't make any sense. So whenever it required, I'll drive. And many times we know some people, those who have their own car, then also they are traveling by Ola Uber. Like we asked people, so why you are paying your EMIs plus you are paying huge amount in Ola Uber? So they said ki it's very difficult to drive your car in traffic. We have multiple number of meetings while we are going to office and coming back, so we don't want to ping the stress. And the other point is, in maximum places in Kolkata, or I can understand in other metro cities also, the parking issue is the biggest thing. So this is the main reason why they are not driving by their own, why they having their own car, they are also using Ola Uber. So from that itself, it came to our mind, let's do something on this speed, because by then, Ola Uber was there. Ola was already took over the Kalapilla taxi in Kolkata. So people are getting the essence of app-based system, how it's helped the life and how it's that easy. If you just say कि रात 9 बजे just okay Uber if we come and take you to airport and something like that. So from that itself, let's plan something in that way, which is asset light and which can be expanded to the next level. So that is the initial point from where we're coming.
Understood, Shaw. So what I'm really intrigued to know is that this is a preliminary level of research that you did on your own. But after did you dive into some other kind of research, or did you directly dive into the idea of starting this business? How did that go about? How did you plan that?
Okay, so basically you can understand we were in third year and we don't have that much of idea about business. So I and my co-founder Parmak, so both are coming from a non-business background. So you can understand like if you're coming from a business background, or like your dinner table discussion is something on the business. As we're coming from non-business background, our dinner table discussions with our family is something like which is the best company to work in, okay? What is the salary is the best? If you can understand now in Kolkata's position, many people are moving to like other metro cities just like Bangalore, Pune, Hyderabad. So if you are going to settle in Pune or Bangalore, what is the plan all about? So our discussion is something like this. Like my elder sister is also that time working in Amazon in Bangalore. So my family is something ki हाँ ये भी चला जाएगा, something like that. So it's a very like a very minimalistic idea we have about business. So you can say ki it's a very quick decision ki let's do, because we are from tech background. I and my co-founder both are from tech background. We decided ki let's make an app and or a portal where the drivers will come by their own, and customer those who need they will come by their own. We just make the portal and we that is our initial plan. Okay कि हाँ इतना easy है, कस्टमर अपने आप आएगा, ड्राइवर आएगा, they will have a word among themselves, उन लोग कर लेगा, बीच में से we'll earn some subscription fees or something like that. So we don't have any idea about business at that point of time. So, that is the initial idea. Let's do it, because we are from like let's do it. So we didn't completed any sort of in-depth what to say, research and development on this field. Yeah.
So we also heard, as you said, that we just created a portal one fine day. We also heard that this was actually a polished chip, which has now transformed into a multi-million-dollar business. So was it actually a polished chip?
So basically, before doing this, I and Pramat are friends from first year. And in that part of time, Pratitush was also there. Or just another founding member of the startup is still there. He's doing his PhD in USA. So we three conducted many projects. Okay, just like I still remember we made a project about the brain computing interface where using your EEG signal, electroencephalogram signal. Like you put that signal in a remote control car to move that car front and backward as per your concentration levels. So it's a bit difficult and thing, but we have cracked the codes and all. We brought the hair gears, the electrodes from USA, imported those things. Our olive supported a lot on that. So before this project, now we have done many projects together. So there are some other projects also. Cafe manager, then college related one project we have done. So initially, yeah, I think we should also know, like there is a final year project in the right. So basically in that we have planned ki let's do this project as our final year project. Then somehow the project criteria doesn't match, okay, with our college criteria. So and we scrapped it. कि नहीं इसको नहीं कर सकते. We have to do a separate final year project and it's a separate project. So yes, we started it as a project only. So then that is the story.
That's great, Raw.
Okay, so your business model revolves around drivers. Drivers are the core of the business, right?
Right.
And now the main issue that revolves around in Indian households as well is that driver the तेल लेके भागता है, that's where they cut दिया.
Right.
ठीक है. And even we face this issue that when we all want drivers from centers also, so we are not 100% reliable on the driver that he won't steal anything and
Right.
like that. So how did you build in this trust and reliability in the for the consumers as well, and give them the perfect model that they want?
Right. So basically, I'm not talking about the initial days. Initial days was a very hectic thing because I already mentioned I don't have any idea. So हम लोग का idea ऐसा ही था कि we just make a portal and it will work and we will miss. So that is our initial plans. धीरे with time we have understood कि it's not a that easy work. Okay, business startup is not that easy, and gradually we are focusing this type of points. So we got some cases, fuel theft cases. Then we understood we need to do some check. Otherwise, now the customers, the initial days, I am directly having discussion with my customers. The customers, we are saying, ki, sir, we are just aggregate them. How we can manage to driver is with you. You can ask him directly. After a few calls, now I have understood if I am not giving any extra benefit to the customer, why he should come to me. Okay, so then what we made some changes in the app while starting the trip. And while starting to, let's talk about while starting the trip only. The driver have to take photographs of the car and the volumetric photograph as well. What is the initial time when he took the car, and at the end also he have to give all side photographs and the automotive photograph, so that if there is any issue come, then we can check to what is the problem happen. If there is any real problem, because many time happens customer also meant false alarms ki this is happened, but when after checking we saw ki there is no issue. So this type of things are also there. Sometimes driver are also very notorious, they are also doing this type of stealings and thing. But presently we are very very happy ki presently, like for customer vehicles, the oil theft and these things are decreased to I think 0.37% or something like that. And another big problem here is the damage. Okay, so multiple times. So sorry, I just adding another point on falling work strings. So that is the damage. So damage is another very big problem in this segment. कि you don't know, like if you think our driver is well and he is driving his vehicle normal on a road, there is another vehicle from back and he just came and bang something like that. This happened multiple times. So basically every time the customers are calling and telling us कि अरे मैं तो आपसे लिया हूँ, I'll connect with you only, I don't have any relation with the driver and all. So we started an insurance type of we can't call it as an insurance, it's a tier type of system where you have to pay a premium type of things, let's say 10 rupees or 20 rupees kind of thing in the app only, and to a certain amount your trip will be covered. Okay, so if anything happen on road, so with a certain amount, let's say 5,000 rupees or 1,000 rupees, we pay to protect your car. So that is we started. Then there is a huge problem is resolved. Ki have the people, those who are like taking that providing that premium, they are asking for it, and we know that is a path positive journey for us. Just like how insurance works. They are taking premium for, let's say, 1,000 people and giving back to 10 people. So how insurance work? This is the same type of model how we are working to recover this type of damage case. And okay, so basically fuel theft is a very nominal cases we are getting right now, because for us the driver onboarding, driver training, these things are very crucial and very important, and our process is very strict. So people in our system, the drivers are earning something around 20,000-25,000 per month in Kolkata. So they know if I do something, this type of activity, from tomorrow onwards, my account will be banned. So they have that type of things. Like whenever you take someone from the local call center or someone, a local like driver center, there is no like background check. The drivers are not liable to do anything. Here drivers are liable. We are doing their 7 types of checks, background checks, their family members checks, their home location check, their criminal checks. They know कि company के पास everything they have. The company have everything. If I do something wrong, there will be some like reaction from the company. It will start law, right? So we so basically we are ready with that type of stuff. If there is something wrong, so we have a separate team, zero resistance team. They will do whatever possible to recover that thing.
When I was like going through your model, and like it was very interesting really to see how you are doing this background checks and all. I just wanted to like I myself had a question like to like whenever you're doing this integration and like verification, so are you using by any means are you using AI to do this background checks and verification?
So basically, AI is not buzzword. So you can place the word anywhere, so you will look cool or something like that. So yeah, we are using AI in multiple parts on our full journey. So presently, you can understand we have that number of car photographs with us. Okay, so basically, I'm coming to your answer. At first, I'm just telling you this. So we are running those photographs through our AI models, AI image processor models. So now, how the background verifications also help us through AI, I'm telling you, many times it happened कि uh, your driving license photograph is very bad. Okay, so if you can't understand कि हाँ ये आदमी यही है या नहीं है, अगर तो 15 साल पुराना फोटो है, तो you can't match it. What we are doing for each and every drivers, now we are running a image processing model in our background, and we are checking this auto through government Aadhaar portals with driving license coffers with these two models. If that is like matching, then also like I can show you that like 83% match, 92% match. So if it's more than 75%, then also then only we are taking. Another problem I'm just giving you, how AI is helping in this field. Many times when you book Ola Uber, you saw कि गाड़ी दूसरा पे जाया है, the driver is someone else. Okay? So whenever I mention you कि our driver come to the customer location and they take photo about the car, that is from the let's say live photograph from the driver's app only. We have a driver app only. He that point of time he have take a selfie also of his own with our uniform, company uniform. So that time also the face we are verifying. The face is similar to that of his Aadhaar photos and our database photo or not. If it's not similar, he is not able to start that rig, and customer will also get a notification that this remote hand over the keys, and we will also get a SOS notification. There is something issues in that. So AI is helping. So you have to understand how AI should be used in multiple things. Here today, today's era, AI is not the feature, AI is the present. So you have to use AI in every possible position to like ramp down your works. If ChatGPT, if you can say about ChatGPT, or there are multiple things now. DeepSeek is also a trending topic right now. How they are doing, I don't know. I don't know how they are doing without that much of hardware cost and all. But yeah, that is a AI is a present. So every position now, so AI, like um, we are a very smart company. Okay, so I tell my operation guys also, like if you are sending a mail, so I know some of them are not that good in English. They are not construct the lines in that format. So don't worry, you just write down your points, run it through like a chat GPT. They will give a proper format. You just say it to them. So, that is the normal thing. Otherwise, if I today tell them कि हाँ क्यों नहीं कर पा रहे हो, अरे उसको नहीं आएगा वो। हम इंग्लिश तो भी समझाने बैठे हम लोग ऑफिस में बैठ के।
So even I feel that now in today's like generation, it's not about like you how much you work or like working hard. It's like working smart and using the AI. Like.
So I saw a post today or yesterday only, as nothing bad for anyone. So if hard work pays you the highest, then maybe the labors are the highest paid or highest things in the world. So you should do कि स्मार्ट वर्क कि कैसे आप इजी करते हो काम को कि if you are taking like if someone had told you to like put 100 bricks from one place to other place, आप 10 बार लेके आओगे और आप एक कार्ट लेके सब एक साथ लेके आओगे, something like that, and they're like, oh, this is smart work all of us, right? And the thing is dedication should be there कि हाँ मेरे को काम कंप्लीट करना है. हाँ तो you have to always earn it's hard work, पूरा दिन लगा के कंप्लीट करो और it's smart work.
Sometimes they say that like, the lazy people are the best workers. They'll think of art.
Right. We are very lazy.
But sir, the way you have used AI into a model is extremely fascinating. Definitely something for us to learn from.
So I'm not telling you many things. There are some other things also in the system. So we are coming up with our next version. We are coming up with our next app also. So basically, this app we developed in our college days. So the UI, you can check. This is backdated. Okay, and this is not that trendy, that classy. Okay, so we're coming up with a new like UI, UX. The design is done. Our development is something around the third phase. So basically, you can say 73% development is also done. So I think in a 3 months time, we're going to launch that app, and that will be a game changer. Multiple options you're going to add in that. Not so basically, we are trying to make a universe for car owners, more only drivers. If you have your own car, you have to have this app in your phone. So something like that planning we're going to do in near future.
I believe we have to come back to you in the last 6 months.
Definitely, you may. I'll be really happy to discussing the college students like you. Through you guys, like the total like a student universe can be, matlab, they can get understanding ki ha, if they are going to this people and they'll be motivated through you guys. So you are the biggest like bridge between us and the present college students. So I think you guys are doing a fabulous work.
Thank you, sir. So, as you have mentioned so much about college students, so I'd come to the next question regarding that. Let's imagine that a 21-year-old today is watching this podcast and they want to start something into the driving or the transportation services, driver services industry. So what will be that one piece of advice that you give to them? That one piece of advice that is a key step which is required in this industry, and this is the key hurdle which they are going to face regardless of what, and how should they overcome that?
Okay, at first though, if someone at your age or 31, the shape of age, they want to plan something in related things, they shouldn't come. I don't want to my competitor. So please come and join us. That is the first thing. So it's the jobs apart. So the main problem, if you are doing any customer centric service based business, the quality is the biggest thing. So now, not today, you can understand the drivers. We have something around maybe 16,000 odd drivers working under us. They are not in our payroll. Okay, they're working as a gig worker, just like Swiggy, Zomato, Zepto, Ola, Uber, they with their riders. So that we are doing the same thing. They all are gig workers. Whenever you are onboarding gig workers, that will help you to reduce your like fixed cost. I don't have any asset. So basically, if now 10 drivers in my payroll, that is my asset. So asset means that say asset heavy business. So I have to, if I am having business, then also I have to pay the salary to them. If tomorrow I don't have business, then also I have to pay to the drivers. So the students have to focus, hey, what is the asset light model can be done. Asset light is very important, mainly in the initial stage. If you are burning or you are maybe investing or whatever huge amount to give the manpower, then it's a bit problem. Okay, because money is a limited thing. Okay, for starting, the money is a limited thing for us also. So we have a very limited amount of money. We took iron for much took small steps. Ki ha, the next milestone will be something like this. So now we are at a position where we can speak and something like that. But many stories are there where I and Parmat both at this outside of this office and saying, "यार ये नहीं होगा तो अभी तो तुमको बंद कर रहना चाहिए यार." तो we are discussing this type of things every day. Every day I'm telling you. So all the students, they think कि क्या होगा, just do it. जो भी होगा दिखा जाएगा, something like that. We started of this mentality. Now this today also, when I and Parmat, we are apart from business partners, we are very close friends. So whenever we are discussing, so now we are very logical about things. The when you do a certain amount of business, you are running that many people under you, so you are very logical कि ये ऐसा करना है, ऐसा ऐसा होगा. तो we are telling कि अगर कोई आज मेरे को करने के लिए बोलेगा इतना मैन पावर हैवी बिजनेस, देन वी माइट थिंक ट्वाइस थ्राइस कि करना है या नहीं. But that point of time, now when we started, we don't have anything to lose. So that from that mentality कि चलो start करते हैं. So let's start it. Make some like calculative, take some calculative risk. This ऐसा नहीं होता कि कुछ भी रिस्क लेगा. Calculative कि ये ऐसा ऐसा होगा. इनकम बहुत ही worst केस में भी कितना ही खराब जाएगा, इससे ज़्यादा नहीं जा सकता है. Take some calculative risk, and transportation sector is a booming sector from last many years after like our FM opened the market. From that itself, Manmohan Singh opened the market. So that means it's a very booming sector, and coming days also it will be booming for us, for a country like India. 140 CR plus people are like staying in this country, so the market is huge, so matlab whatever you transportation will be booming, and mobility tech, what we are into, so that will be anyhow people will increase. They have to travel to place A to place B, place B to place C. So it will be the future.
So basically, we were looking at your like company's website, and just like we both had the same question, like, and we are looking at it. So basically, you have tie-ups with corporates as well, right? So Marriott and more corporates. So and you go serve to like in direct consumers as well. So B2C and B2B both channels are open for you.
Right.
So like, how does your revenue generation model look like for B2C and B2B clients?
Okay, got it. So yeah, so basically, presently we have both B2B and B2C. B2B, we started with a company. They started just, I think, their first branch in Kolkata. Through them, we started the B2B. We don't have any idea while we were planning about this company we will do B2B as well. So we got a deal and we took that. So from that itself, the B2B starts. So in the COVID era, we were maximum, I think 85% we were dependent on the B2B. Okay. And we are in COVID time also, we were doing something around 2.2 CR ka business in COVID year also. So it was going good. But after the COVID, we have understood whenever we were doing only B2B, not that much focusing on B2C, that means you were very dependent on a company. Okay. If you have, let's say, I still remember there was a big player, so I think I can take the name as well, Zoomcar. So we were working with them for a very big scale. for Delhi, Bangalore, or so for Delhi, Hyderabad, and Kolkata. For 3 cities, we were working. Now on a fine morning, their VP called Ki and said, Rishi, we are planning to shut down the delivery activities. So what we were doing with the Zoom car, Zoom car is a self-drive cooking platform. So after you book the vehicle from the hub to your home location, we are delivering the car. So they were very much focused on this part of business in the time of COVID and post COVID also. But when time goes, they are ki हाँ ये बहुत extra expensive. Let's cut it down. So we are doing very big amount of bill on a monthly basis from them. And a fine morning they called ki and say ki we were planning to stop this. It's not my decision. I'm like yeah, I'm just calculating that point of time. I still remember I Paramath and some of our friends are going for a wedding. Now so we were driving for a long drive. So and we are like Paramath ये क्या हो गया? क्या बोले पूरा बंद हो जाएगा क्या? उनका बात सुन के ऐसा ही लगा कि पूरा बंद हो जाएगा। बस इतना लाख का बिजनेस होता है इनके साथ लाने के लिए ना यार महावीर मिश्र को क्या बोल रहा है समथिंग लाइक दैट तो that's a very bad phase we went through that point of time we tried multiple times with them कि हाँ you shouldn't talk with like that कि आप 30 लाख से zero कर देते हो कि it should be a gradual thing. So they said ki yaar it's our board's decision to can't do anything else. So yeah. So basically from that itself, now we were fully focused on B2C, and so B2C is very difficult to catch. क्योंकि the trust factor, the brand factor is very difficult to come. Okay, today you are like you know Zomato, Swiggy, this type of companies because they invest that amount of money in the market. So yes, that amount of money with the insane amount of money. Okay, so now for the IPO maybe they are profitable. I shouldn't say that. Whatever. So, but still now they're earning money. Why? Because they are creating a new category. It's a category creation. For all category creation, it takes money at first, then they will make money. Okay, then a longer period of time when they will make crores of money. So we also discussed we need a huge amount of money to make a good footprint in the B2C sector. So we are fortunate enough. We got some good investors that point of time. We got some good backing. So I think your alumni only, Sagar Daryani, sir, so he's also backing us through funding and mentoring also. So obviously, yeah, so they are helping. So then we are gradually understood the like B2C market. So presently, as on date, we have something around 82% from B2C and only 17 to 18% from B2B. And future also, we are a bit focused on B2C because we saw the power of B2C. What B2C happened now? If today you are taking over a service, if you are satisfied, if I can satisfy you, then you will tell him also. It's word of mouth. Word of mouth is very important in this matlab sector. B2C is massive. B2C is massive. I'm just going to say that only. B2B, you can make money. You will earn good amount of money. But end of the day, your brand has some value, but to the B2B companies itself. If you can do in B2C, there is a insane amount of brand value you can make. So you can understand. So today, if you think ki, any B2B company, so you have to think twice कि हाँ कौन सा B2B company है. But कोई B2C company, you'll carry ये तो B2C company है. That is the thing. I love the B2C now more, but yeah, B2B help us to sustain. क्योंकि उस पे बहुत customer acquisition cost is very low. CAC, customer acquisition cost, is very low in B2B, but B2C, that customer acquisition cost is a bit on the highest.
What is great is that you went from 85% in B2B in 2020 around COVID time to more than 85% right now, just like in a couple of years.
Yes.
So it's great how you captured the market. All right. So you specified in a variety of places that you have a co-founder on Mr. Paramartha Saha. So you guys have been college friends as well, as you said. So how do you manage responsibilities? How do you make decisions together? And how had you divided all the work between each other?
Okay. So for any startups, the division of work between the co-founders are very important. So in initial time we don't have that much of understanding कि हाँ divide करके काम करना है. We both are doing everything. How we are both are visiting all the events and all. Very soon I have understood कि it's not working that well. Okay. We are not able to increase the business in that level. So from 2022, I left my job and we are focusing on full time in drivers phone, and we decide कि now be very specific कि who is doing what. हाँ, that is the turning point of the company. So from that time onwards now, so we discussed कि Rajesh will take care the business from front. The PR activities, the events. So you can see me in all the events. And he's very matlab, he don't want to go that much of the events. So I'm going there. Then the day-to-day operations I'm taking care, the expansion business I'm taking care, and he is fully into the back end, like the technical, the new things that are coming up. So he is the mastermind on that part. He's the backbone of the full technical stuffs, and whatever the decisions we are taking, that's a mutual. So I'm giving you a very small example. So from last 1 to 2 weeks, we have a small dip in our Hyderabad operation. So he used to call me, and we both are Bengali, so we are in Bengali में बात करते हैं. He's like, "Kiri Hyderabad तुम अच्छा ना." So what you are doing? So he's questioning me. So that's a regular thing, and I'm like, ठीक है, just I'm trying. Something like that. So we have that type of relations between us. So yesterday I went to an event. So someone showed his phone. The app is not working. I said, yeah, abhi to mere ko miss gaya. So I took a video and sent it to him. कि यार what is this? अभी हेमंत है मतलब people have asked me in front of everyone कि app is not working. So he said, Ruja, they pay. Something like that. But we have that kind of bond, that type of relationship between us. So that's a very that basically chemistry should be there between the co-owners. The maximum business problem comes when the co-founders have different point of views. Okay, that is the main problem then. So today, if we plan something, I think it's right. ये करना चाहिए, इधर पे इतना लाभ का इन्वेस्टमेंट करो, तो ये ऑफलाइन करेंगे. So after that, I just check it through him, because whenever I think it's perfect, then might be some I should take some other people's thing as well. Ki if it's right, what is from his perspective. So now Parmas is saying कि यार तू इतना पैसा क्यों लगा है, थोड़ा अलग कर ले, थोड़ा इस पे लगा ले. Then थोड़ा झगड़ लिया, क्यों करना है ऐसा क्या, क्यों तू समझता है ऐसा हो गया. So then something like that. So he gave some inputs. This is the reason why I think it's possible. Then I also gave my reason. We put down all the reason. Then we think कि यार दोनों का सही सही लग रहा है. Then we mixed it down. That is a very helpful thing.
That's the best kind of partnership. I always believe if two people always think alike, then you'll never grow in life. Right? You need to have someone who can contribute your opinion, complement you. Exactly. So that all the various avenues are covered properly.
That is the main.
So, sir, basically, your target market looks like the people who own a car,
Right.
have Avira services. Okay. Now, mentioning about the other services that are available, that's transportation via metros. So in many cities now, the prevailing metro strategy by the government has been massive. Then cabs. So why would I book a driver rather than taking a cab or something like that? Yeah.
Okay. So basically, you can understand the potential customer is the car owners. So when you are owning a car, when you brought a car, then you should use it. That is the only thing. Like you are owning a high network type of value assets, and you are not using in. You are paying just that's AMI. Why? Because okay, so there are different type of use cases. I'm just giving you some example. The metro people mainly they are using metro because they don't want to go by bus or something like that. Maybe they don't have vehicles in their car. So that is the main. Maybe 50% of them something like that. They have their car, but they don't want to take that. I'm taking an example of Delhi. कि इतना traffic रहता है कि let's take metro. Few people are in that perspective as well. But now, when it comes to car, car means it's a movable office. So if guys also like I think can understand. So presently, I'm using my car every place because what happened wherever I'm in my car, I can take X number of like meetings. I can think properly कि हाँ just in the backside and if we इस्तेमाल ये करना है, that is the plan, this is the word which will give okay. So this peace of mind, and this type of engagement on your you can't do when you are traveling. Let's say you're traveling for 1 hour in a metro. It's not possible to concentrate on your work. You just maybe just putting your AirPods and hearing some songs and all. So then end of it, that doesn't help you on your work. If you are wasting 1 plus 1 means 2 hours in a day, so 2 hours is a full of waste. So what we pitching now? We are not giving you driver, we are selling you time. Okay. So basically the 2 hours extra with the exchange of maybe 250 rupees, that makes sense. In this 2 hours, you can do something which will help you to earn 2000 rupees. So time is money. In today's era, time is money. So that's
So you mentioned about this target market. Another target market that we feel as college students are like something like young people going out at night and then like calling for drivers, or the like also the old people who need some like transportation service, but obviously won't use cab, have their cars available, so they want drivers. So that's also a segment that can be defined in your industry, right?
So basically, at first, you stay in the first point, college, and about the college students. The college student का तो वो use case होना नहीं चाहिए. रात वाला. So yeah, so we have a huge customer base. They are using like their vehicle to go to the maybe pubs or bars, something like that. Why returning back? Due to the drink and drive type of cases, they are hiring our drivers. We have a huge customer base on that. That is mainly on weekend nights. And we are making huge amount of money from that as well. Because if a person is having, like say, 5,000 ka bill in that pub, so usko 400 देने में उतना नहीं ले मायगा ले. So it's a very big like industry what I've understood. Apart from this, there are some more like in morning time now. Medical के लिए like if like a person is in office and उनका like parents को कहीं पे लेके जाना है, then it's a very difficult thing. So also basically what we saw many cases कि if the person is in office maybe in Kolkata, let's say in Parkscape, so he took his car at 10 a.m. to office, then he parked the car, then he got a call from his home कि हाँ उसका wife से या parents से कि I want this to be done. So what they are doing, so they are just booking a driver on his office location. The driver came to the office location and and he gave the type to him कि आप बोले कि आप लेके चले जाओ इन लोग को. Then the driver drove the car to his home, take his family and do XYZ things, and then again rob the families in his home, then again rob the vehicles to his office. So this is a very big industry what we have covered on. तो क्या होता है ना, बहुत टाइम होता है कि आप ऑफिस में रहते हो, आपका पेरेंट्स को डॉक्टर लेके डॉक्टर के पास लेके जाना है, आपका वाइफ को शॉपिंग करने जाना है, दिस टाइप ऑफ थिंग्स एंड लाइक एंड 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 ये सबसे ही मैनी प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट होता है कि हाँ आपके पास टाइम ही नहीं है, हाँ आप ही में क्या बस से जाओ, कैसे कैसे जाओ, हाँ. तो दिस इज अ वेरी बिग मार्केट व्हाट वी हैव अंडरस्टूड.
So it is basically like utilizing your car more efficiently through just drivers.
Through this drivers, like you are sitting in the office, आपका गाड़ी तो नीचे ही खड़ा है, आप फोन में क्यों गाली सुन रहे हो अपना बीवी से? अब भेज दो आपका गाड़ी, बस सॉल्व कर लो. Like is the thing.
When I heard this, I realized how this brand can be marketed rather than just your normal ads on Rising. How just one time constraint can be marketed, how your family, how the power of marketing over is.
Right. The use case, obviously, we are trying to focus on the use case here. Is it like from our Delhi office, we make some studies and all कि हाँ हम लोग कि आप लोग ही कर लो कि हम लोग को थोड़ा कंफ्यूज है कि ऑफिस वाले से करवा लेते हैं ये सब काम. तो दे आर कि देयर इज अ गर्ल इन आवर ऑफिस थी, शी इज कि हम लोग कर लेंगे. मैं एक बार प्रॉब्लम फेस किया था, मैं ऑफिस में था, मेरा मैनेजर मेरे को जल्दी लिखने के मतलब नहीं दे रहा था, तो आई बुक्ड अ ड्राइवर. देन ये बहुत है, चलो इसको तुम एक वीडियो में कर लो. So then he made a video on that, and that went good. Got a good views on that. So real life, this type of use cases helped us a lot to advertise our product because people can relate with them. कि हाँ मेरे को भी ये इशू होता है, नेक्स्ट टाइम से मैं ये कर लूँगा. और जो रात में मतलब ड्रिंक एंड ड्राइव में कभी पकड़ा है 10,000 का उसको नशा लगा होगा एंड फुल नाइट उसको पुलिस स्टेशन में रहना होगा. तो ही इज लाइक यार ये तो मेरे लिए भगवान है.
They will then spend 400,000, whatever is required.
Whatever people are okay to spend XYZ amount after the drink. हाँ तो अभी बताओ. तो people मतलब पता नहीं यार पैसा देखते नहीं है क्या, मतलब they need it. ऐसा होता है कि हम लोग को चाहिए तो चाहिए, कुछ भी प्राइस से कुछ वैल्यू नहीं आता, चाहिए. एंड ऑन द फेस्टिवल टाइम इट्स ए उस पर भी हम लोग का थोड़ा सर्ज ऐड हो जाता है. तब भी हम देखिए पीपल हैव गॉन मैड कि हाँ ऐसे पूजा टाइम और अदर एनी फेस्टिवल 31st हो गया, लाइक कि हाँ कुछ भी हो जाए एंड मतलब दे नीड द ड्राइवर. आप कितना भी अमाउंट दिखा दो नहीं मिलना ड्राइवर. हम लोग पहले क्या होता था, when we don't have that much of supply in the system, तो हम लोग क्या करते थे, थोड़ा इन्फ्लेट कर देते थे प्राइस. हम लोग मुझे थोड़ा पैसा बढ़ा दे, ऑपरेशन के पास और स्पेंस नहीं है. हाँ तो परमात्मा की सही किया, पैसा तो बढ़ा देंगे बट कस्टमर फिर भी सर्च कर रहा है. हाँ तो हम बोला और बढ़ा दे. तो I remember one occasion for 2 hours we made 980 rupees. The people then also booking ad. हाँ मतलब तो then we call the driver कि देखो यार 2 घंटा में 980 मिल रहा है. तो ड्राइवर ये सही, मैं फैमिली के साथ पूजा में घूमने के लिए निकला हूँ, that is the only way I get. तो then our people like कि आप देख लो कहीं भी चल जाना. The driver हमारा few time कि हाँ सर चलो कर नहीं लेते. तो बच्चे आपकी मान लेंगे, मेरा हफ्ते का पैसा उठ जाएगा. तो दिस इज हाउ इनिशियल डेज हम लोग डिमांड सप्लाई को मैच किए थ्रू मैनुअली. तो नाउ इट्स वी हैव ए email this process, so that helps a lot to cater the demand and supply. End of the day, now you either from college, hey guys, you'll understand, and I think this videos is mainly for the college students mainly, so I can take a very good example. So now there are very many matchmaking apps. Okay, though it's a type of matchmaking app only. Okay, so we really lot about the backend algorithms, how Tinder and other things are working. So how they are doing the behavioral analysis कि एक लड़के को क्या क्या उसका बिहेवियर कैसा है, एंड through that, and it's a logical thing. So, मतलब we from the users and we just check कि हाँ ये ऐसा ऐसा होता है, पर पीछे ना पूरा लॉजिक है, they know everything about you, everything A to Z. तो through that also, like whenever a customer coming to a system, we try to analyze his behavior. तो every night को बाहर निकलता है तो उसका ऐसा behavior है, and if the customer is a woman, we are trying to allocate a woman driver to both. So this type of behavior is the, अगर देखो अगर customer मांगने से पहले ही मिल जाएगा ना, so they will be the happiest. So that is the thing what we are trying to do in this game. So that is the gaming like service industry.
So as Ria mentioned about the power of marketing, and like even I feel like as a college student, I have been actively posting on LinkedIn like the like 6 months, and if you're actively posting on LinkedIn, just to increase the personal branding and sort of things. Now, for your company and for your ventures, what I feel is that LinkedIn and advertising through social media handles could be an effective way to now like through memes as well. Right? You can advertise the product through memes. So that can be an effective strategy to onboard more customers, because many people today like use LinkedIn and use other Instagram like social media handles like Instagram and what to basically leverage their customers and like effectively use them. So what are your views on it?
Yeah, so definitely, as on date, right, in present, yeah, so people are very much engaged in LinkedIn. So okay, so all in all, like the social media platforms have different type of needs. Okay, their target groups are different. For LinkedIn, people come for a different type of mindset. For Insta, they are coming from a different type of mindsets. And Facebook, now the user, I don't know, I think for our age and all or like you already also, the Facebook is just now decreasing. Okay, Snapchat is increasing and all. So the thing is like this type of marketing works a lot. Okay, through a touch of humor and through some, you can say, surrogate marketing also works a lot. Okay, that is mainly, this word is used mainly for the negative type of marketing for uh maybe cigarettes and liquor brands. But yeah, whenever you are not showing the main product, you are just showing the problem which the customer are facing, then customer can relate. They will normally try to find out कि ये problem है, इसका कुछ solution बताया था क्या. Okay, so through this, like, normally now if we come and like if one of a model come on the TV and say कि हाँ we have very good drivers, people doesn't talk relate then so
So the effective marketing revolves around like making it relatable for this of the consumers as well.
for the PG mainly.
Yeah.
So basically that works, and that is the that is the present. I'm not using that is the future. That is the present. Every company is doing that type of marketing stunts, and that is working for us. Also, it's working. That's it.
One thing I got very intrigued by is that you mentioned that you try to connect women with women drivers. In today's world, we try to empower women as much as possible, but this is just one sector where I don't see women coming up. Like, if I don't see a woman driving an Ola or an Uber or any cab on the streets of Calcutta or even anywhere in India, or for a matter of fact, even in the world, all over, we don't see women actually contributing to this sector. They are not very welcome over here. So, at drivers, for me, what is the ratio like? Because as you mentioned, you try connecting women with women drivers. So, how does it work over here? Do you have a lot of women drivers?
Okay, at first I'm just rectifying some of the facts. So no, on worldwide now there are a good number of women drivers. They are driving Ola Uber also. Okay, so I remember outside of India it's bigger, but India also now Ola Uber also, mainly in Uber sector, there are a good number of women drivers. Not that high, but it's a decent number. And so we are also started that sector. Still now we are not that high on that point, because I'm telling you what is the problem. Okay, don't take me wrong. The thing is like whenever we are onboarding a woman driver, uh, there is good amount of like well, let's say thought process ki हाँ, if we align this woman driver at night after 9 p.m., that will be a problem for us. If something goes wrong, that will come to us. So then we will block the woman driver till 9 p.m. Whenever we are doing that type of the programming in the back end, then the earning of the woman driver will be decreased. Okay, this type of problem is there in the system. Okay, so now what we are trying to do, we are trying to onboard more women drivers. So presently we have a onboarding fees and all who onboarding a driver, because we are investing good amount on the uniform badges and this XYZ things. The for women drivers, you are not taking any onboarding fees. You are giving some extra benefits to them. This type of things we are doing. Percentage wise, it's very low. So I'm not able to tell you the percentage. Also, not remembering the percentage, but less in single digit as on date. We have few women rooms in Bangalore as well. So we are doing some like activity with our women drivers too. So we are focusing this sector a lot. The sector can be ramp up, but the only thing before onboarding them, we have to give them many trainings. That's again like costing good amount. So that is the main problems we are trying to figure it out how we can onboard a woman driver with less number of trainings or less time or less cost. So that is the only thing what we are trying to figure it out. But we have not a very decent number, but a good number of women driver in our system.
Understood.
So we recently saw that you like raised our seed funding type of thing, and like we just like I as a college student, I just see funding for startups on Shark Tank. Like it's like signing a check and you get received like a funding. Like for me, it is like that, and many college students have that like perspective. So can you just elaborate on like how does the real funding look like like how do you go about approaching investors and ask for the proposition that you want?
Okay. So basically, no, the funding cycle doesn't works like that. Yeah, you will get his check and there's a dummy check in Shark Tank, and so there is a huge more process. So I'm starting from the very beginning. I'm not going through the Shark Tank process. Like there's a different type of process they are following. What normally startup follows and giving that approach. So normally when you are starting a company, you use your small money. So basically, let's say कि आपका friends and family say, this लाख रुपए ले लिए. So that will be a start friends and family now. 10 lakhs आपने ये सब. Now with the help of 10 lakhs and with the support of your family, you grow from 0 to 0.1. ऐसा करके grow किया. Then you will go to some people in the industry from the same industry maybe those who can help you with their small amount of money and their expertise to go to the next stage up with 0.1 पे वो उससे 0.5 तक ले जाने की वो help करेगा like. So that round mainly it's called the angel round commonly called. So angel rounds में है like the ideal investors, the high individual net worth people, recognize and those who have their own startup, those who bought some exits from their previous startup, they are coming as a investor in that round. Now, angel round is the first professional round for the startup. You can say family friends तो ऐसे दे देगा कि यार चलेंगे ये मेरा friend है दे देते इसको family तो ये the proper round and the people those who are giving you money and they are also from a startup background or business background so they are also very मतलब precise कि हाँ ये point रहना चाहिए this is the process what should be done. How the system works for this type of round. At first you need a pitch deck. Pitch deck means where you will articulate all the details in a very specific manner. Okay, this is the plans all about, this is the problem statement, this is the solution we are doing, and this is our product. Through using our product, we are doing this business, and this is our team. Very simple. I think for 8 to 10 base lives are very simple. You should do this by your own only. Now there are multiple companies and like systems those who are helping those like new startups to doing these speech takes, but yeah we have done by ourselves and it makes more sense if you do this by yourself only because you know your startup better than anyone in the world. It's like your baby, that's it. So basically yeah, then the pitch deck. After you complete the pitch deck, you have to understand ki what is your future plan, what is your future goal, what amount you want to take from the like investors. Like say if you are planning for take 1 CR, then you have to put that also that we are planning to raise 1 CR. Mainly in pitch deck, people don't mention the valuation. The valuation is a different name. So starting this way, if you are coming from a well, if you are doing your first startup and it's a normal startup, then valuation is a bit difficult to get the big valuation. But yeah, that's a different game. so three takes happen, then you have to approach few of the people. You have to make a list. So how I have done, I'm telling, I made a list. This is the person I want to pitch. I want to get some money and mentorship from them. So you have to pitch one by one. Key Mr. X, Mr. Y, Mr. Z. Those who are interested for the next take, please to mark. So I have done like this. I have to I mark them. This is green. This is yellow. They say no, something like that. तो after that, when all are agreeing, so there's a process कि आपको बोलना पड़ता है कि what is your plan all about, if they are liking your product. And mainly na initial stage में product is okay if you're doing a certain amount of business, minimum of that is okay, but people invest on founders. How the founder is, what is his plan, what is his passion about the company. That is the main part in the initial stage of fundings. So after, if they are all agreeing with the stuff and all, so then the paperwork starts. But the paperwork, it's a very, matlab, this question asked to by many new or like startup owners and those who are planning. So first, we need a term sheet. Term sheet should be signed in between the like co-founders and the new investors, those who are coming. There are the terms will be mentioned. What is the approx amount the investor will be investing? That will be mentioned there. After this done, the next stage will be the SSA, share subscription agreement. Share subscription agreement is something like that. It's a documented, like it's a legal paper agreement where all the clause, the amounts, the exact amounts will be mentioned. Before that, you have to make a valuation report. Whatever valuation you are discussing with the investors, you have to take a proper valuation report from maybe merchant banker or like there are two category of people, those who are eligible to give you a valuation report. So they will give you the I think authorized valuer or something like that. These two type of people, they can provide in the valuation report. As per the valuation, per share value will be defined. इतना करके per share value होगा. That will be written on the SSAF. And all the new investors and the owners of the company will sign in that documents. This two done. Now the third is SHA, shareholders agreement. Here, all the terms will be written. If there are any terms from the last round, fans and family round से कुछ terms लेना है तो वो भी written रहेगा. And in this documents, all the shareholders have to sign, not only the new shareholders, the old shareholders also, they have to sign these things. After you have completed all these three documents, there is some government process. I think that is okay. So after that, you have to do some general meetings. Okay, extraordinary general meetings, EGM, that is called all about. So that will take something around, after this done, you need 21 days cooling period. And this is all as per government rules. So you guys are from become background, you definitely learn more about this. So our CS is mainly doing this type of stuffs, and initially we are also frustrated with this process. But yeah, this is the government process. You have to wait for 21 days. Then you have to do a EGM. After the EGM, you have to like complete the process, and you have to, I think, file the MGT 14. After MGT 14, you have to, like, all the new investors, they will get a passport. Passport they have to like fill up and submit to the company back, and the amount they have to like put in the company's account. If you have 5 investors in that particular round, then till the 5 investor all are investing the amount, you are not eligible to use the amount. Okay, there are some this type of clause also. Yeah, after they put all their amounts, then you just give them or allot the shares. So this is the process of really I think private investment process. This is the total process I think called. I might be wrong. Okay, it's like bullshits, but this is the overview of the process. Then we will issue the share certificates. I will send the share certificates to them, and all the investors should get time to time updates about the company. I give monthly updates to all my investors. Whatever it is, the business can go this, business can go this. Every time you have to be very crystal clear with your investors. If you have to take their positives and say, now if you are doing 1 crore ka business in 1 month, next month this can now to 70 lakhs. This can be done in business, okay? But you have to make all of your investors aware, sir, this is the things, because they are also coming from a big background. They can also help you, push you for the next time. Right? I look in this line.
So generally, the investors, what we think about is, I'm not voting anyone, but what we think about if investors are on your back to take their exits, or what do you feel that there is an open environment type of a thing here that you can explore the new opportunity, or the investors are really behind you, they want their exit, and how will they take their exits around, right?
Okay. So basically, why it's signing the SHA6A, there is a there are some laws are mentioned. Okay. This is the minimum time we need to give the exits and all. But that is not any hard and first rule. Whatever you have heard, that might be true, because X amount of startups are starting in every day. Everyone is taking some money from the market, from the new investors, and then the business are not growing that good. Okay, if the business are not growing that good, the investor will be very they will think ki, what is the future of the company. Then whatever they get, they want the exit. So that's why when this statement is correct only when the business is not going as per their planned phase. If the business is growing as per their plannings and all, investors will put more money in the company. That is how investing works. Okay. So now, if people are saying कि हाँ investors problem करता है, I have good number of investors in my cap table, so no one bothering me because I am giving them time to time of I'm giving the returns that you name. I'm they are saying कि हाँ इतना पे start किया था अभी तो पैसा उधर गया, हमें next में भी और इतना ग्रो करेगा. What is his plan all about? कभी कभी ईयर में एक बार मिल लिए, बस that's it. They will not make any issue. They will not make any problem in your journey. They are with you in the journey, right? They will always support you, because end of the day they are not doing Savat Seva. Okay. They also are only doing money. तो अगर आपको आप में वो दिख रहा है कि आप इस कर सकते हो, तो दे विल स्टिक टू यू, दे विल पुट मोर मनी ऑन यू, दे विल इन्फॉर्म 10 of his friends, those who are at this scale, they are also put money in your company. So that's how it works.
So we recently saw that you met Amit Jain, the co-founder of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Okay, so is there any collaboration or tie-up that we are seeing to, or was it can you just brief about it, the insightful session?
Okay, so basically, something is cooking. So we are not able to give that much of insight about that. But I just want to tell you, I got a call from his office one fine day when I was in Hyderabad. So he said ki I'm buddy from Amit Jain's office, and I say Zakka level, something like that. Then I also realized ki this is a real call. I came back from Hyderabad to Jaipur. He's staying in Jaipur. His office is in Jaipur. So I met him, and he said he his team using our app from a long time to understand what we are doing and all. Okay, so basically we are like, okay, that's great. So that is our first meeting, and post that also we are discussing some other business points as well. We meeting for maybe 10 minutes, that extends to 2 hours or something like that. So he's a nice person, very genuine and very energetic person. And next time he called me. I have a party in my home. Please come. So I still remember that day. It was a very special day in my life. So I directly went to I was in Bangalore. I went to Jaipur. then his office we met and had a discussion, cup of tea and all. So then say कि आज को मेरा घर में party है, चलो आ जाओ. We meet and I went to go some other fellow entrepreneurs as well. So went to his home at around 7:30. तो उसके बाद we did many chit chats and all. You won't believe we were there till 4:45 in the morning. Okay, so I itself then got offset from Bluestone. He was there. There are some other persons are also there. And saying, yeah, मैं कहाँ पे how is it around table? We all are sitting, or they're sitting one side, and Amit sir is sitting this side. I said, "Yaar, where I am." So this is a very nice thing, and yeah, we are planning to do something in coming future. Let's hope for the best. Yeah, so that's it. They are also coming from the same background, so it's a very like good collaboration if we can do together something big we are planning.
We're looking forward to seeing you. So I had one question for all these young people watching our podcast. If given the current trends and opportunities in the market, if you had 1 crore cash sitting idle with you and you hadn't started any other business yet, what would be that one industry you tap into, that one business which you'd start?
Okay, as on date.
Ever made?
So basically, I am very much interested on 𝗖𝗃, brain computing interface. So that is the first sector I want to invest or work on. But you can understand brain computing interface or this type of industry needs huge investment. So 1 crore will not be enough. So 1 crore, I can't put the 1 crore in that type of business. That is a high investment business. Then I am very much interested in defense tech. That is also not possible at 1 crore. So with 1 crore, what's possible?
Let's say you have 10 crores of cash available.
Now, 10 crore, I definitely go for first brain computing interface, and the second option is defense tech.
So, can you brief about brain computer interface, because it's a concept that is very unknown to me as well.
Okay, so basically, it's a bit technical. We have neurons all around our brain, okay, and between the two neurons there are these signals, electroencephalogram signals are moving every time. I'm not going very deep. Okay, so we are trying to capture those signals, okay, and we want to understand the people's mentality, understanding, and everything about the person. So that is the BCI or brain computing interface all about. Then some head years. So that's a very high level researcher working on. We have made some paper also on this sector. So I am very fond to do something in future on this sector, because if still now not in that high, but in coming days it will be something what is the mental condition of the person. You can understand. You can just blink, and everything you can understand through this type of equipments. So that is the, I think, future.
Understood.
Just talking about the startup ecosystem that has been brought about in India. So we have seen many cities growing about bringing up more startups. Not when coming to Kolkata, in comparison to the other metropolitans, Kolkata has been on the lower side of the things. Like many startups, successful startups had not been emerged from Kolkata.
Right.
But what I feel is it is at a pivotal point. So, sir, what are your suggestions? Considering that you have started your startup from Kolkata and have become successful venture.
Okay, at first, so we are very initial stage. We are not successful and all. Now we are very initial stage. So now the thing is what I have understood from this ecosystem type of things, when there is a one big company happen, let's take an example of Flipkart. And Flipkart, we call the total team as a Flipkart mafia. Just like you can, I don't know if you know about it or not. Whoever work in Flipkart in a good position, they have their own companies or something. PhonePe, Ninja Cart, everything is came from Flipkart's family only. So if we today in Kolkata, we have a good big company made from Kolkata, then automatically the system will be there. It's a very strong system. But yes, now there are many ecosystems are growing, like in Kolkata. there are many. I can name a few as well. Just like I think 𝗏𝗏 ecosystem is there, and then TAI is there, 𝗏𝗏C is there. Then multiple this type of ecosystems are there. Those who are helping startups, but yes. And so basically, we have officers in Delhi, Hyderabad, Bangalore. When we visit in some events in this type of locations, Gurgaon or Bangalore, the counts of startups are very high. When you are visiting in Kolkata, the counts of Shakal are a bit used your side. So it's our work. I'm coming from Kolkata. I'm brought up and studied fully in Kolkata. So whatever problem is here, I know. I figured out the problems and I'm trying my level best with the help of other few founders to make it a better place for the startups. Yeah.
That's very insightful. As we wrap up, I'll ask you one last question. So, what do you believe is the most critical factor in the success of drivers for me so far?
So critical factor that is we invest money with a very cautious manner. Like whenever we invest a huge amount from whenever we raise our first round of 3 CR, then again 1.3 CR, then matlab, we never invest at the huge amount of money at a go. So we just do some sample test. We do this activity, then we understand the total market कि हाँ अगर ये पे इतना हो रहा है तो इतना का scale पे आ सकता है. That is the first one. And next, the understanding between the founders. That is the biggest thing. Forget about everything. For a startup like our this stage, it's all about the presently. It's maximum with the founders, how the founders are thinking, and they're like all the office people are also a part of that thing. But yeah, the understanding between the founders is one of the biggest success point for us. What I have understood.
Thank you so much. This conversation with you has been incredible. We have got so much to learn from you. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.